straight from the automotive industry event of the year, NADA 2025. Chicks in Charge and Authenticom are bringing you the biggest names in automotive. From industry disruptors to game-changing innovators, we're getting the inside scoop on what's next for the auto world. This is where leaders talk and the future takes shape. Are you ready? Buckle up and let's dive in.
Welcome back to another episode of Chicks in Charge Automotive Edition. We are still live at NADA in the Authenticom booth. We are making some awesome things happen. We're having great conversations. And of course, you know I had to snag Glenn Lundy. We've interviewed him before. He is a return to the show, but he always has some good stuff. So I'm really excited to talk to you today.
Yeah, well, thanks. So thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And of course, Michelle is here as well. Michelle Phelps.
Hi, Michelle.
We are...
Hey, Glenn.
How are
We're
you?
going to ask you all the questions while Glenn sits so uncomfortably.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah. What's up, buddy? Like, you good?
Yeah, I think we're, it's the chair. Like, I kind of feel like,
I know.
when I used to be in the streets, you never let someone out of your peripheral, right?
Oh,
they
yeah.
might, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So
It's a cop thing, too.
it's a little scary having, Michelle right here. I never know.
She's going to get you.
I don't know what she's going to
gonna
get into. Yeah.
I'm very excited to get to talk to you. So you've had a very exciting 2024.
Oh my gosh.
As we're coming into 2025.
Yeah.
Obviously, huge thing. 9th baby on the way.
Yes.
A boy.
Oh, wait.
Yes.
I didn't hear that. Stop.
You didn't?
I thought it was a typo. I had to ask Jess last week. I was like, nobody said anything since then. I thought
didn't know
Leslie made a typo on Facebook, like father of 9, and I was like, hold on a second.
Yeah. Well,
I
yeah.
thought it was 8, and even 8, I'm like, oh, no way.
I mean, you guys should know, man. I mean, that's just what we do. I just have babies all the time.
He's staying busy.
My
Very
wife
busy.
is always pregnant. Period.
That's fair. I think.
That's it.
I think she just.
it's better to assume she's pregnant
Yeah.
than not. Like,
I think
at
that's
this
the
point.
opposite of what you should do with most women.
How many kids are we up to now? This would be the norm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Next few
Right? You'd be like,
years.
I'm sure your wife's pregnant. What kid is
Yeah.
this? Which, by the way, I really need help.
You need help
Yeah, I do need help.
with?
What do we need?
So I was thinking really hard on what to name my boy.
Oh, okay.
And my wife, she'll typically let me pick one of the names and then she'll pick the other, like first name, middle name, or
Yeah.
vice versa. And so I want to name this boy Raider.
Raider.
I think
Okay.
it's a good, strong boy name. Now, the team sucks,
Yeah.
but I'm a Raiders fan, but the team sucks. But I just thought, I mean, think of that name. Like, if I'm a man later in life,
Raider.
I'm like, I'm a Raider, right? Yeah, how
Well,
you
my-
doing, man?
And my
Yeah,
thoughts
what's up?
get
My
away.
name's
You do the
Raider.
voice again and do,
I'm a Raider. So what do you guys think? Tell the truth.
I think it's good. My
Tell the
brain
truth.
also
If you don't
goes
like
to
it, you can
Raiders
tell
of the
me.
Lost Ark. Okay, I would tell
Raiders
you.
of the Lost Ark.
Yeah.
See, that's a good thing.
See, yeah,
Right?
I would tell you. I'm a Chiefs fan, so like
So
if
that
I were
hurts.
against it, I would say so. But
Yeah.
no, I think it's a good one. Like
That's a
it's
good name.
different. Like nowadays, so many people are naming their kids the same things that you're like, oh,
Right.
there's Braden and Graydon and Riley
Yeah.
and
How you gonna?
Riley and I'm
I mean,
sorry if I'm offending anybody with my
I'm
baby
I
try-
names,
don't know
but
any Raiders though. That's
I
always-
don't.
See?
That's always what I go
See?
to, and like.
I don't know anybody with a kid named Raider.
Do I know anybody or
Right.
any kids or have I
Right.
met anybody with that name? If I have, I'm like, it's immediately out.
That's right. The
Yeah.
answer's no, right? So I'm trying to give him a leg up.
Yeah.
Like if he's got the name Raider, it'll be memorable. Like he'll already be ahead of the game.
And maybe, like, I don't know if you've even thought about this, maybe it will even get him like some cool merch from the Raiders. Like, be like, hey, you know what? Season tickets for life.
Now, I can't publicly state that might be part of the motivation. So if that were to happen, that'd be a bonus. But
When is she due? So
May.
yeah,
May.
May.
So we are
May
like
8th.
full on prep mode, like
Yeah, like she's in
Raider-
full on
Raider-
pissed off mode. Yeah, like she's mad
I can imagine.
every minute of every day. She's just mad. The
She
first
has 8 other kids to deal
Yeah,
with, and
yeah.
now she's pregnant with a 9.
Yeah, the first trimester she was sick. I tell people this: first trimester she was sick. Now she's in the second trimester and she's just pissed. Like, and then the third trimester she'll be ridiculously uncomfortable.
Is
right?
she at the
So-
point where she's so professional at this that like the second she's pregnant, she knows like 2 days later she's like, oh God.
Oh yeah, she
Oh
knows.
God.
And her body like immediately goes into full shape.
Yeah.
Like 3 months in, she looks like she's 9 months in, but she'll stay there for the next
She's
6
a
months.
professional. Like
She's a
Sitting
pro.
here thinking, I was like, I'm like, 2 kids. They're phenomenal, Shelby and Brennan. But like, I bet you are like better, like equipped to talk about women's pregnancy and what they go through.
We've gone through a
I
few.
am at this point.
I've got 0, so I know he's more equipped than I am.
Well,
Yes, yes.
congratulations
Thank you.
on that.
Thank you.
That's very exciting.
Thank
So
you.
what else is, 2025? You have
Yeah.
a dealership?
Yeah, 2025 so 2024, let's start off 2025 by saying I am so grateful 2024 is over.
Yeah, I think we all are.
People are saying that.
2024 was a fight, right? And we won in a lot of ways, which I'm super grateful for. A lot of our clients had some big wins, which I'm grateful for. Obviously, my wife and I are having another child, which I'm grateful for. But nothing came easy.
Yeah, no.
And it was definitely a fight. As far as our dealership,
I thought that was wonderful. I had honestly followed you guys,
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
socials and everything from building. I was like, this is so great. I'm so proud of you guys. and
Thank you.
everything. But I haven't seen much like online or anything.
Oh, I don't think she knows.
Yeah, she
I
doesn't.
don't know. What am I missing?
So in 2024, we bought this dealership, and I thought my partners and I were ultimately aligned. And so we kicked off the store. We had some success, sold like 84 cars in our second month
It's awesome.
as an independent store, which we thought really well. But it became quite clear that the partnership, we weren't necessarily aligned. And so, I talked to a good friend of mine, Mr. Grant Cardone, shared the situation with him. And Grant was like, man, I've been in partnerships before, and if it's not working now, it's never going to work.
Yeah.
And so sometimes you just have to like take the vision or this idea, because we really thought it was going to be something spectacular, which it was. But sometimes you have to, cut the arm off to save the body, as they say. And so I talked with my partners. We made a deal, and 90 days after we opened, I sold my shares back to them. And it wasn't that their way is better than my way or my way is better than their way. We just weren't aligned.
Yeah.
And so I sold my part and
Is the dealership
moving
still
on.
open?
Dealership's still there. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Does it have the same name?
It doesn't. No, they can't have my
I was
800%.
gonna say, like,
I was gonna say.
No.
I was gonna say.
No, 800%. That's all me. That's all me. So
do
yeah,
you
it's still there.
Do you think you're gonna try it again if you find a good set of partners?
Yeah.
I don't think I'm ever going to do partners again.
Yeah.
I think what
Unless
we
it's
will
Grant
do.
Cardone.
Grant's been around. Grant and I have known each other for over 20, almost 30 years now.
Yeah.
So something like that, yeah. But I'm probably going to go name ad route, minority dealership route,
Yeah.
franchise route, and then that way I don't have to have a partner. My partner will be the manufacturer.
Yeah.
In that sense. So, but if we do that, but we're really excited about what we're doing with 800% Club. We're doing a whole dealership service now. So our team works directly with salespeople, finance people, sales managers, GSMs, BDC people, the marketing people in the dealership, the fixed ops side. We have the whole gambit now, which I'm super excited about. So we're really focused on helping dealers that way. Yeah, just getting everybody in the building talking the same language. Because what we realized, and I experienced this as a GM, is that you got sales trainers saying one thing, F&I trainers saying something else, BDC trainers saying something else. So, like everybody's. So now with 800%, everyone's training, everyone's talking the same language. And if your salesperson talks to Glenn, he's going to hear the same thing as when he talks to Evan. And if a finance person talks to Dylan, they're going to hear the same thing as they talk to James, so on and so forth. So
That's so smart.
yeah, we're super stoked about it. It's been going well.
Yeah. That's something that really the industry has needed for so long is to not get different messages when they bring on a different trainer.
Yes.
And
pull everything together into one unified front
right.
because you're seeing it all across the board.
Yeah, we feel like we're the only, the first of its kind. And the reason we're able to do this, it's just really evolved, right? So it started with me working with owners and GMs, but then the guy that helped me grow a store 800%, my GSM, he now works with me. And then my finance guy that was there works with me.
Nice.
And my BDC guy works with me. And so all of my entire team are experts at growing a dealership
800%.
massively. And I think most people you don't necessarily have that luxury. You know what I'm saying? Like you might have one or two people, but getting 6, 7, 8 people that are absolute experts in that field at massive scale. So
and that know
that's what we're bringing to the market.
Like that you've got that loyalty built in, and that part alone is so important, that they know you, they know how you operate, they know they've got your back.
For sure.
And especially when you are as big of a personality as you are, and quite a bit of a celebrity in the automotive industry, knowing that you've got people that aren't going to turn on you and that have your back 100%, 800%.
800%
is so important.
That's right. And I can trust them because I trained them all, from when they were babies.
Exactly.
So they don't know any other language other than massive scale.
Yeah.
They don't know any other language other than like full throttle, big volume. That's the only thing they know.
They don't have any bad habits to break.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
They don't know any of that other stuff.
Sometimes
so
that's the hardest, is breaking those habits and getting everybody aligned. So
for sure,
you being able to leverage all these individuals you've grown and helped cultivate their careers and everything is a huge, benefit to you. So well done.
Thanks.
Love that.
What's the newest and most exciting thing with you guys? Like, what's up? What's the
Native Vault is pretty cool that they've got going on.
Yeah. So at the Authenticom booth, we are so thrilled. We've had quite an incredible year. 2024, 2025 is going to be even wilder with some of the stuff we got going on. But Authenticom were the first kind of good housekeeping stamp of approval that NADA has ever given.
Nice.
So launched
That's
Native
cool.
Vault and free to dealers. We're all about control, security, and getting data movement.
Right.
I think that dealership signed up for Native Vault.
Yeah.
So whatever it's called now, but
Yeah. I don't know what they're called now. I can't remember.
Yeah.
The new
doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't.
They don't go here.
Yeah, they're not 800% anymore.
What do you think? I mean, just
799%.
yeah. Oh, come on.
That was good.
So I do have a question for you, because if I have your time, you're so influential in everything in the industry, and just like data control, security, everything like that. What are your thoughts as we go into 2025, like that dealers are going to end up kind of facing?
Yeah, my thoughts are that unfortunately, no matter how many events we have and how much technology comes out, we still are an industry that is very prehistoric, dinosaurs in a lot of ways, and it's built that way by proxy. It's nobody's fault. Right. It's just for so long, as long as you had a dealership with a franchise tag on it, like your backyard, 6 miles, 10 miles, people were going to buy cars from you. You could make enough money. You didn't have to be good. You definitely didn't have to be great. You didn't have to innovate. You didn't have to evolve. You could be successful. It's been that way for a really long time. Now we're starting to see a major shift in that. It reminds me of when Walmart came through and all the mom and pop shops didn't want to evolve and support local bid and all that stuff. But Walmart crushed everybody. And we're starting to see that, right? Acquisitions of big monster groups are starting to happen. Amazon's moved into the field. Carvana, even though their stock is the weirdest thing in the world, Carvana, like there's some big players with billions of dollars, and Elon. And so you've got all these young, tech savvy, data driven, analytical companies coming in. And then you got, Paul, who's been in the business since 1965, and he's in the old boys club, and I don't need any of that. We just do what we do. And so I think that the dealerships that can, if the owner or the GMs of these dealerships can't get their brain to shift over, then they need to probably start hiring someone that understands this type of stuff. Because 100%. Without the data, without moving your technology forward, without securing the data, I just saw on Netflix, there's that Ashley Madison documentary. Did you see that?
God. Yeah. I've heard about it.
I mean, terrible situation. I don't condone any of that behavior on there, but that company had 37 million people, 37 million users, and one hack. And that company went from being worth $1 billion. They were making $1 billion a year to out of business because they didn't protect their data, didn't understand how data works. So
And dealerships are such an easy target.
bro,
Like
such an
they
easy
have
target.
so much information.
Auto, everyone is,
Yeah.
you know, just because, again, like you said, though, I think a lot of it is because we have built on legacy systems and everything. And as hackers have gotten smarter, you know, I know that's such a bad word, and
It's real life.
it is.
It's
and
real life.
people haven't kept up with the time and focused on security like they should.
That's
so
right.
I think that's a big thing that I know
Yeah.
I'm focused on is just control and access and security of data across the board, dealers, vendors, OEMs, like
every aspect of your life, even not just in the business, but you know, I think about my husband's a police officer and he's getting ready to go off to do active shooter training. And while our area of the world has never experienced a school shooting, it's better to be prepared when it happens.
Correct.
For sure.
If it
Prepare.
happens.
For sure.
Yeah. And
absolutely.
so it's all about just being prepared for the things that you may never know. I recently bought one of those glass window breakers. I don't live near a body of water,
Right.
but I watch all those videos on TikToks of the diving team that goes and pulls out the bodies in the cars from the water that have drowned. And I'm like, that won't be me. I'm getting the window breaker.
Right.
And so it's all about, we have to prepare for everything in our life. And when, as a dealership owner, you are responsible for so many people's information, your employees, your customers, anybody who has ever entrusted you, any shopper, it's our job to protect them. And we have to always plan for the what if.
Yeah.
Preach.
Yeah, absolutely.
Preach.
And I think these dealers need to, you know, you got to make a choice. Like you're either going to get in the game or plan your exit strategy now, because there's no in between. Like you can't just try to hide on the sidelines anymore.
No.
You have to get involved. You have to evolve. You have to get this stuff in place.
Yeah.
Like it's now a must.
Yeah.
Whereas before it was an option. It's no longer an option.
Right. 100%. I would say it's safe to say that we all had scares this year that we're ready to take into 2025 and really control the narrative and control our position and everything. And it's a common theme. You know, we've done a few episodes today, and I would say the common theme amongst everybody is going into 2025, like digging in.
I feel like 2024, it was a lot of, we're going to learn, we're going to kind of adapt, we're going to do everything. And just because so many different things kept happening and you had to like pivot and try to, you know, maneuver.
And we're all still healing from the high interest rates and everything from 22 and 23.
Exactly.
Licking our wounds.
I felt like 24 was the year that it was like, okay, we're just going to get all this bad stuff into 1 year. And like 25, like, all right, let's go.
I'm done with the excuses.
Focused and
no
out
of the way, pedal to the
like
metal.
just go.
Yeah, and that's very much the feeling we've already had on every episode today is the dealers that are going to succeed this year are going to be the ones who go pedal to the metal, focus up. Yep.
Yeah, rock and roll. Love it.
What do you got planned in 2025 other than, you know, baby number 9? Mr. Raider.
Besides the baby, obviously we have with our company, we have some targets there. So we're looking to add at least 100 more dealers into our program this year. There's some stuff that I'm working on with NAMAD that I'm excited about.
Are you speaking at that conference this year?
I'm not sure if they'll have me speak this year or not. I spoke last year, but we're working on some stuff with minority-owned, like with Toyota's minority and inclusion, so on and so forth. So really trying to, you know, for years we've kind of built our dealer relationships and we've built relationships with some OEMs and so on and so forth. This year for us, it's now we got to take those relationships with the bigger boxes, you know, and figure out how we can best serve them, not just serve their clients, right? But how do we serve Toyota themselves as a manufacturer? How do we serve NAMAD as an association? Those types of things.
That's exciting.
Yeah. It's growth, expansion. We're excited.
We went to the VinQ Unleashed event this past, I want to say it was August or September, and did a vendor 20 group, and everybody was talking about how amazing NAMAD was, and I'm like, that sounds like I finally need to get there.
Dude,
like
NAMAD is there's nothing like NAMAD.
That's what I've heard.
Nothing like it. It's incredible.
Such an
intimate group of people.
We going? Let's go. Let's do it.
You guys, like, schedule an extra day.
Okay.
After it's over, because they party, in a really good way. It's super tight knit group. The food's amazing. Like
The industry's been
everything.
missing that though.
Just to tell you, it's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we'll go.
They spend like
We're in.
$3.5 million on the event.
Wow.
For a 3-day event. They spend like $3.5 million just on like food, accommodations. It's crazy. They
And
go all,
is it
they
always
go
in
all
Miami? I know the last several have been.
yeah, usually. Yeah.
I
at
mean,
the Fountain Blue.
what a horrible place to have a conference.
Oh,
Miami,
it's terrible.
Florida.
Jamie Foxx was there one time.
I'm
Yeah,
from
we're
Wisconsin,
at the-
so put me in Miami anytime.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Yeah, we're at the club in Miami for the NAMAD event,
Uh-huh.
right? They rent out the whole club at the Fountain Blue. And this club is like the best, like the most, it's the biggest nightclub in the United States of America.
Yeah.
Celebrities go there all the time.
Yeah.
And so they rent it out. Then after they're done, we go to leave, and the NAMAD party's over, and now they're letting the other people in, and we're just standing there, and all of a sudden you hear, "You take my money,
No.
now I'm in need, sessions golden," and then we're like, we turn, and there's like Jamie Foxx's "From Me to You" with his microphone, like. And I mean, it just,
Oh my God, the room would erupt. Yeah.
Yeah, it was insane. French Montana.
That's
was there.
Oh,
amazing.
that is
Yeah,
awesome.
it's wild.
Okay,
But it wasn't planned. Like nobody knew.
No, these guys were like there for the club. They weren't there for NAMAD.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was amazing.
It's the outdoor and everything.
Oh, it's insane.
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
Okay, we're doing it.
We're in.
Yeah.
We're in.
Let's do it.
cool.
What else you got going on this year? I think you had a really pivotal 2024, and so moving into
Yeah.
2025, what would you say is going to be your main focus with the dealers you have and with your team, and making sure that dealers implement this year?
Scale.
Okay.
I believe that any dealership that is not selling 250 to 300 cars a month as a single point is probably in danger of going out of business in the next 5 to 7 years.
Yikes. Yeah.
Like, you have to scale.
Yeah.
You have to. The 100-car stores won't work anymore, and they're seeing that. They got crushed on floor plan. The money that they're making, they're not making money, right? These smaller stores anymore. They're trying to save it all with fixed. You can't buy cars at auction like you used to.
Nope.
Technology's more expensive. Inflation's in the way. So 100 cars just doesn't work anymore, especially when your competition's a Carvana that's got $60 trillion at their disposal.
Yep.
So our main message is, dude, we have to scale, and we have to scale quickly. We got to get to 250 in order to just put ourselves healthy enough.
Yeah.
250 is the new 100.
Exactly.
That would be the short way.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay, last question.
Yeah.
Who's winning the Super Bowl this year? Is it easier to ask you who's going to win on Sunday?
I told all of my friends that I have the NFL figured out this year,
Okay. Fill me in.
and that the Baltimore Ravens were going to win the Super Bowl.
Do you
And
see
then
her face
last
right now?
week-
You
How'd that
see
go for
her
you?
face?
And then last week, they freaking jack it up on the 1-yard line, drop the ball 4 times. Think of this. 4 turnovers to none turnovers, and they still only lost by a final pass not being caught.
You know who's-
they should have dominated
You
that
know
game.
whose fault that was? The refs of the Chiefs game.
Maybe. So now that they're out,
So what do we have left? We have Chiefs, Bills, Eagles,
I'm gonna go with Buffalo
Commanders.
or Philly, or who's left? Buffalo, Philly, or
Chiefs and Commanders.
Buffalo, Philly, or Commanders. One of those 3.
It can't be the Chiefs. It can't be the Chiefs at all. Man, it would be nice to see the Bills take it though.
I don't know.
They need a win.
Yeah, I'm still mad.
Yeah,
I'm still
I would be
seething
too.
over the Baltimore thing.
Yeah, I
That
would
was
be too.
costly too. Yeah. I bet
fair.
one of my kids. I bet one of my
Oh
kids.
my God, how much did you bet? Oh my
No,
God.
I'm just kidding. Yeah,
Glenn, thank you so much for being
Thanks
on
for
the show
having me.
yet again, and I hope that we'll have you again in the future.
for sure.
I hope you have an amazing show. This is awesome. Guys, we're wrapping it up at NADA at Authenticom. Keep an eye out for our next episode, but make sure to connect with Glenn and see what he's up to this year. Bye.
Thank you.
This episode is brought to you by Authenticom. the business behind the automotive business. And this is Chicks in Charge Automotive Edition, available wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. Help us grow. Rate and review on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.